Hello, this is the second attempt. I'm still feeling a little bit overwhelmed, to be honest, because I had such a lovely experience. I want to share it with you before it fades. Before I fade. It's about 3 o'clock here in the UK. I don't know if you've been reading about the solar flash on the internet. I'm going to try and look up at the camera, darling, because I'm afraid I don't look at the camera and I can be where you are. So I'm going to talk to the camera, but I can't see myself very well, which is practice as well. So the solar flash, well, solar means sun, doesn't it? Flash, I suppose, means bright light. I don't quite know what it means, but anyway, I think I do know. I saw what I thought was a solar flash. I want to pass it on. Depends where you are, of course. This is about 3 o'clock in the UK. Quite a dull day, but the sun was like just hiding behind the clouds a bit. You know, in the white. So you don't look at the sun. You can't see the sun, as you know. Not that time of day, anyway. And I was lying down, and I was suddenly aware that the sun wasn't there. It was just, the sky was a mass of white light. I mean, I thought, gosh, it's like the sun had suddenly exploded, and you couldn't see the sun, the clouds, it was just white light, and it filled my bedroom. I was just, wow, can you imagine? Tears flowed, you know. So beautiful. I mean, absolutely. That's what they call the great central spiritual sun. The outer sun is this golden ball which flashes, as we know, and the central sun is the spiritual sun behind the sun. So I guess this is what was showing, I don't know. And it went on for quite a time, and it turned to gold, patches of gold, and then it turned to a deep purple. Honestly, what a show. I mean, what a show. It was overwhelming, and I'm still overwhelmed. I think it lasted about half an hour. So whether it wasn't, I'd be interested if anybody else sees it, because it is an interesting phenomenon, isn't it? You know, I don't know what to make of it really. So I don't know what to say now. I wish I could do those shorts. That would just suit that today, wouldn't it? Without having to do the whole video, the whole rigmarole, you know. So I've just got some bread maker. I can smell bread cooking. I've got a new bread maker, and I can smell the bread. It's absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to have a nice slice of fresh bread in a moment with a cup of tea and the solar flash. So I'd be glad to hear if anybody else comes across it, because it was, well, you wouldn't if it was night time, but I don't know whether the phenomena carries on. Do you know what I mean? Whether it's like a everlasting thing or just a one thing. But it did seem very, very, very powerful. I didn't know what to say. And what can you say? It was just a phenomenal gift, really. So I was very pleased. I want to pass that on. Okay, I don't know what time it is, got no idea. I don't know how you're feeling, all of you. Oh, it's only 3 minutes. What else can I talk about? I could talk about technology, but I will. We had that one, I think, but the things that have gone wrong lately. I've booked a session on Sainsbury's this morning for a shop. You go online and make your shopping list down, and then they send it a day later, you know, so that's how it works. And I'm desperate for some stuff. I haven't been able to go shopping because I've not been well enough. So I thought I'd do this thing. I did about 9:30 this morning. It takes about an hour, because you've got to, I don't know if any of you do this, but you have to search for things and then click on it, and it's quite a performance. It takes about an hour. Easier to go shopping, really. But anyway, I did manage it, and then I thought, that's it, done. It came to about £70. I spent an awful lot. I don't know what I'm doing, because I don't eat much. But anyway, I think that's other stuff as well. But so I came off it, and I clicked on go to checkout. Oops, something's gone wrong. I'll try again. You can't try again, because you've got to have a time. You have a time limit in which to put your order in, and the time limit was 10:30. I was still at 9:30. I thought, if I go back later, I should have lost it. So I did try, and I went into the home page, and it says, "Oops, same thing. Go back." You know. So I went back to the checkout, and it lost it. Lost the whole lot. I spent a whole hour looking at this and that, and you know, what price, what size, and I'd lost the whole lot. Can you imagine how I felt? So I was at screaming out damps. Then I bought something the other day, a little pot thing for the bathroom with a toilet brush in. I couldn't get it to work. I could not get it to work because it was all messed up. So I went back to the factory shop where I bought it. The chap straight away unscrewed something, put something. I ain't got it to work straight away. Straight away. I said, do you have any batteries? No, we don't have batteries anymore. And on it went. I've had 2 or 3 days of it. You get to the point, don't you, when you think, should I just lie down and go? I would love to do that. I would. There are days when I'm very tempted. Very tempted. The North American Indians, you know, they have a technique. They just lie down and say, it's time to go. It's a good day, and they go. They learn how to do it. What a good idea. If you felt a pretty bad day, you probably would do it. And I would love to sometime. I think I'm just so fed up with it all, you know? Really fed up with all this, not knowing anything. Nobody tells me. I had a very strange experience the other day. I thought, why doesn't somebody explain what it means? I want to know what it means. And they don't, you know. I don't know whether you have the same thing. I mean, the spirit guides are supposed to talk to you, aren't they? They play you and say, light is information, but I don't seem to get much information, so I don't know what's wrong with me, but I get fed up with it. And I can't do any more writing for a while. I was sitting on my chair. I got this sciatica down one side, and after about 10 minutes, I have to get up. I don't think you were very fond of the pain video, were you? You couldn't see the message, I don't think, behind it all. So anyway, not to worry. I'm not sure. I'm getting tired of doing these, to be honest. I really am. I'm running out of ideas. Anyway, darlings, I'm going to go now. I'm not spending too long because I'm feeling a bit fragile after this experience. It's really knocked me for 6, to be honest. I mean, it's a gift, isn't it? You know, to be presented with a show, a free show. I had to leave it in the end because I wanted to go to the loo. I said, I have to. I mean, I don't know how much longer it went on. I guess once I'd left, it might have finished. I don't know. But it was the whole of the sky was brilliant white light. You wouldn't see the sun anyway. And then it sort of began to glow into a gold and then a purple and fantastic colour. Anyway, darlings, let me know if you've seen it or whether you do, whether you don't. I've got my glasses on again now. I'm going to have some nice piece of homemade bread in my new bread maker, which is another saga. Bread maker, I sent for one. I think I did a video about it. I sent for one, and it was so big. I thought I was sending for it from Lakeland, which is the main company for doing these things. And I couldn't open the lid. It was just so big. And I couldn't understand it. There were so many bits and pieces, so many instructions about bread, that bread, this weight, that weight. I can't understand grams anyway, so I had to go back. Then I got this other one from Lakeland, and I've had them before, and they're usually quite successful. Put all the ingredients in exactly as they said, and the thing came out, it was all kind of nobbled and funny on the top, and I read the faults, not enough water in it, so I tried a second one. And it's not a very big loaf, it's just about, you might get 4 or 5 slices out of it. The time you cut the crust off, you get 4 or 5 slices, as I said, especially for having toast. So I'm not quite sure it's a success. This is the 3rd go. I think it'd be cheaper to go out and buy some in the shops, but it's for emergencies really. See, I've got no bread left, no milk, I've got nothing. The deep freezer's empty and so is the fridge, so I'm desperate. So I'm going to have to go out tomorrow and get the shopping from the local shops. I'm not going to go through Sainsbury's again. The thing is, they're even advertising for new customers. Now, because he can't cope. He can't cope with the computers all crashed or something. Anyway, off I go. I'll see you another day. Take care. Bye-bye.